Hey guys, this is Hellhades and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is another Hellhades account takeover. WillyZ was my second winner in my free giveaway for my 3K subs. Basically, I gave away two of my subs the chance for me to go in and do a full kind of account tune-up and see if I can do some work for them to try and help them progress. So basically I've done one already. It was really cool actually, and since then I've done a number of others kind of directly with people where just come to me and said, can I have some help on certain areas of the game. I'm not going to post them all up on YouTube because actually I think they can get dull quite quickly because I do the same process, but I will show this one because obviously it's one of my subs and one of the prize giveaways, so I want to show you different levels of accounts and how I do things. Pretty much what I'm going to go through today is, what's the different stages that I work on to try and get these accounts into the next level. So stage one is actually just having a kind of realistic view of where's the account right now and what goals can we set, in a relatively short period of time. So probably in 4 hours time, in real time, I will have moved this account on considerably. So what goals can we set to get through in that sort of time period? That's stage one. Stage two is then about kind of like a gear cleanse. So I'll go in, I'll get rid of any of the gear which is just no good, sell it off, cleanse up the account, and leave the gear that's worthwhile rolling on. Stage three is to then pick from the roster champions that can help me clear the content I'm trying to clear. So I'll pick the champions that I think are best suited to work together to clear that content. Stage 4 is to gear those champions in the best possible way to try and take that content on. And then stage 5 is test. I follow those same 5 steps every time. And you know what? So far I haven't done a single one where I haven't moved an account on considerably, I'd say. So yeah, so far so good. What I'd like is for, loads of people messaging me, probably got 10 people a day saying, please do mine, please do mine. I can't do that many, unfortunately. I physically don't have enough hours in the day. but it is fun doing them, but I just don't have enough time. So, try and watch what I do, try and replicate it yourselves. I've had loads of comments actually. I had a couple of people come to me on Discord and they're like, yeah, I've watched what you did on your video, I've done the same. I've moved from 12 million to 17 million on Nightmare Clan Boss, and I'm like, brilliant. That is literally music to my ears. People are taking it on board, seeing how it could be done, and like they're moving their accounts on, and that's why I'm doing these videos, not for any other reason. So let's get into this. Let's get into WillyZ account. So let's have a quick look around. Okay, so we're pretty early stages on Great Hall development. Good that he's got a kind of mix everywhere. From this stage now, I'd say focus here, get your accuracy up, on the tunes, the champions you're going to use in the clan boss. So if we've got a mainly blue team, let's hit here. If it's red, let's hit here. But accuracy is your next step on this one. But looking good. So talking to WillyZ, he's basically said top 2 priorities. Number 1, help me do more damage on the clan boss. So he's currently hitting brutal. I think he says it does about 7 to 8 million a key. Yeah, here we are, 8 million. So he's basically said, look, I want to progress on brutal. It's definitely the next goal for me. I think he was doing hard and kind of capping out on hard. Did 13.9 million. Yes, he's capped out in 1 key there. And he said, look, next step for me is, can you help me with brutal? I'd like to be able to at least 2 key this kind of damage. So that's priority 1. And then priority 2 is help him in the campaign. So help him find a campaign farmer that's just going to farm quicker. At the moment he uses Kale. He said it's normally around a 30-second run. Can I help him see if I can get something which is kind of more like around a 10-second run? If I've got time after that, then I'll have a look at a couple of the dungeons. But that's my kind of 2 main focuses. Clan boss, campaign farmer. So if we then look into his roster, first time seeing this myself, so let's have a look what we got. So what I'm doing here is just kind of evaluating, do we actually have the champions to kind of really move things on. Also what I look for is, are there any like hidden gems that he should consider leveling up? I don't have time within these account takeovers to kind of level up a load of food and stuff, but I can just give some advice once I've come out of their account. So, but the good thing here, he's got a Martyr, so he's got a Martyr, he's got a Drexar, he's got a Tyrell, you know, he's got J-Red, he's got some really good clan boss champions here. So in terms of can we move some damage on Brutal, I'd say at the face of it, I feel like we can. Obviously I need to see gear and stuff, but it feels like we've got the champions to do it at least. If I think about campaign farmer, well, he's got the best campaign farmer in the game sitting right here, so I hope I can do something there as well and move that one on for him as well. And inevitably, just gearing these people in the right way for clan boss and campaign means that they'll also be geared well enough to help him move on with content in other dungeons. So, you know, the two things kind of help the rest of the game out. If I just look at his vault just quickly as well, is there anything in here? So we've got a Zargala sitting here, who we should probably focus on next. Morselian Mage is very good. Doom Priest is decent. I'm sure some people are looking here and saying, why are you not saying that person? Bulwark's decent actually for clan boss. It might be worth actually getting Bulwark going because probably lacking that next member that's going to, you know, extend poisons and stuff. So he could be useful. Cool. Okay, good. So stage 1 was evaluate the situation and set goals. Stage 2 then is my gear cleanse. And for me, what I do is I literally, it's quite boring actually. It's the most boring part of the job, but it is so important. Just go through piece by piece. Is there at least a couple of substats that I'm interested in here? You know, this one got speed on it, but it's such a low roll. It's gone. It's not bad for 5 stars. Not bad. And obviously, I have to bear in mind what level the account is right now. So, would I be keeping these on my account? No, but actually, they're not bad. They're not bad pieces. This is not bad. It's got a good percentage stat on it. Flat stat, boys. Flat stat in the bin. Flat stat in the bin. Sing it with me. Flat stat in the bin. La 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 la. Honestly, we just need to get it to the community. Help me spread the word. Flat stats on gloves, chests, or boots. They go in the bin. Let's just get that out there. Nice piece. Bad piece. It's close. Bad piece. Yeah, this is what I do. I just go through every item. Is there anything that I want to keep? It's an attack piece with 3 defensive stats, but it's 5-star, and for this account, those stats are not bad. So on my account, that's in the bin. If it was on a defense piece and I got these rolls, it's a really nice piece, but you're not going to get a set bonus if you're trying to build someone in defense and it's an attack piece. So it's not bad, but it's not rolled on the right piece of gear. However, for this level of account, I'm keeping it. Hoping that makes sense. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through all the gear, find out where we get to, and then I can start just developing what champions I want. Okay, so you can see here we had 478 items. So just about 40% of those items straight in the bin. 2.7 million back on the books, and we're kind of in a place now that we can start to actually work with gear that we want to use. So that was stage 2, clear out the gear. Stage 3 then is to say, right, which champions are going to be the ones I select to go into the content that I want to do. So first I want to do Clan Boss. Clan Boss is the #1 priority, and I'm just kind of looking through champions here. So, you know, there's some absolute shoe-ins for a position. So Martyr, firstly we need a counter-attacker if we can. Martyr is the best counter-attacker in the game, arguably. Some people will say Valk, but Martyr is up there. So she's a definite in. We've got Tyrell, who will give us attack down and decreased defense. So Martyr and Tay both do that, and they do it in opposite ways. So Tyrell does attack down on his A1, attack down on his A2, whereas Martyr does attack down and defense down. Tyrell does attack down on his A1, defense down on his A2, whereas Martyr does defense down on her A1 and attack down on her A3. So they kind of complement each other. If one of them misses, then the other one takes over. So both of those are nice to have in. We have to have somebody in the team that's doing damage. So we basically need poisoners to do damage in Clan Boss. Kale looks like the obvious kind of choice here from what we've got. And then in terms of additional damage, we've also got Drexstar, who has got HP burn, which is nice, and he can kind of keep that going pretty consistently. So we've got two sources of damage, we've got two sources of controlling the boss's damage and improving our own damage. So that's 4 champions. And then basically we want one more person to come in, and it's going to be between Apothecary and Jared, I think. Let me just see, or maybe Blind Seer even. Actually, I think it's going to be Blind Seer. So what I'm thinking of is Apothecary will make me faster, which means I get my attacks in more often, but means I go out of sync with my counter attack. Blind Seer doesn't give me any additional speed, but she's got a free hit A1, same as Apothecary, so she can do damage with masteries, provided we've got masteries. Actually, we haven't got masteries complete, but we have here, so that changes everything again. Mastery's not complete here, therefore she's not going to do any damage, whereas Apothecary has got his mastery, so he's going to do damage. So Apothecary comes in, let's just see what the other guys have all got masteries. Yes, yes. So we don't have masteries on Tyrell or Blood Twin. Okay. Do on Queen Eva. Interesting. So it looks like then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's probably going to be him as the 5th, just because of where we are with masteries. Queen Eva, I could take Queen Eva in because she's got this mastery already, but she's definitely not the right choice for Clan Boss. So I'm going to set him up for future. We might just see if we can get through these masteries quite quickly. Just get this one at least, because that is what will make the difference for us. But yeah, select the 5 champions, and then the next stage, stage 4, is gearing them. And I gear them based on what do I know I'm going to have within my team. So, I know that I've got counter attack and defense up here. I've got second defense up in this guy. I've got heals here. I've got small heals here. But I don't have an out and out healer. So pretty much I need everybody, or at least 4 out of the 5, to be able to self heal with lifesteal if I can do it, if we've got enough gear. If I haven't, then I need to just kind of decide who's going to take the most damage, and therefore who's going to need that lifesteal on, versus somebody that will have more sustain and perhaps can just rely on a heal from someone like an Apothecary. Okay, I will check in with you once I've done some gearing. Actually, what I might just do, saying that, I'm just going to quickly show you everybody's stats before we start. So, we are gearing for Brutal Clan Boss. Speed is not... We need speed, but we don't need it to be insane. We need speed to be as fast as we can get them, but more than about 160. Accuracy does not also need to be super high, but we need it at least sort of 150. And after that, so speed we need to get right, accuracy we need to get right, then we stack defense, then we stack HP. That's the order with gearing, guys. Get the speed right, get your accuracy right, stack defense, stack HP. I'd say 95% of champions I do it exactly that way. The only time where I don't do it in that order is when somebody's base defense is super low. So let me try and find a quick example. She's not coming in, but let's say she was. A base defense, Cold Heart's base defense is super low. If I put a defense chest on her with percentage, I'm barely going to increase that defense. So in the instance of somebody like her, and she is the 5%, that's it, 95% do what I just said. The 5%, you go defense ring, defense amulet, and then whatever banner you need. Those 2 base stats on your accessories will give you more support than percentage stats on these chest and gloves. Yeah, but everyone else, the 95% of champs, you go, if you can, if you've got the gear, you go defense percentage, defense percentage, speed, until you get into kind of high-end speed tuning stuff. So that is what I'm going to do now. So yeah, so I was saying, so I'll show you the stats quickly. So what we got here: 34k, 2.3k defense, so 130 odd speed, 90 odd accuracy. Tailrail's not coming. Tail is on 33k, 2k, 143, 30 accuracy. Apothecary, good defense, 2.1, 25k HP, nearly about 200 speed. Accuracy is not important on him. J-Reg, 40 odd k, 45k HP, 1.6, 1.7k defense, just over 100 speed, 73 accuracy. And we've got Marta here, 32k, 2.2, 130, 50. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 seconds to think of what is wrong with all of those champions. 1, 2. They're all so slow. They are so slow. We need to get, apart from Apothecary, we need to get more hits in. We cannot get more hits in if we're literally crawling along on our hands and knees, guys. Speed them up, get your accuracy right, and then do your defensive stats. We've got some work to do. I will be back soon. Right, I think we are about ready to try our first run. So I've got lifesteal gear on Drexar with defense. I've just leveled up some of the stuff here. Got a defense ring on him instead of a HP ring, with a defense stat as well. Unluckily got a couple of rolls in attack, but it's still better ring than what we had before. This one I would swap out once we get something better, but we don't have anything better right now. And then I've just boosted the accuracy up here and got a couple of rolls in HP, so that's nice. So all in all, we're a bit faster. We've got accuracy to actually land stuff, and we're a bit tankier, a bit more HP. If I look then at Marta, also in lifesteal gear, put 2 pieces of accuracy on her to get her accuracy up a bit. We're still low, but I think we're okay for brutal. Speed is up a bit, but we're still lower than I'd like it to be. We really need these ascensions done to get us to the next level with this character. Defense is definitely up from where we were, and HP is up. Then got Jareg. So Jareg, I've put in 2 lots of immortal gear, so he gets some healing. He doesn't have lifesteal gear on. Sped him up by about 50, I think. Defense is still super low. We need better items down here for the defense, but we've got a decent chunk of HP now. Got some accuracy, but again it's still low. We really need this banner unlocked so that we can boost that up. Apothecary, so didn't change too much here actually. He already had quite a good setup, so decent speed, decent crit rate for his heals, good defense, pretty low on HP. If we had a banner there, I'd like a HP banner. Doesn't need accuracy. HP or defense banner would be nice, but pretty decent setup for him. And lastly, we've got Kale. So Kale, I've actually got in a Relentless set because he has some good Relentless pieces, and I've got some accuracy gear on as well. So boosted his accuracy up, improved his speed by quite a lot, better defense, better HP. I've reduced his crit rate and crit damage. That's not what I need him for Clan Boss, and I think we are good to give Brutal a shot. So we still don't have the final mastery on Drexar, but let's just see how we get on. So we're trying to beat the 8 million key, which is what we had before. So he's got the accuracy as his lead at the moment. Justin, that's not a bad shout. I could either go defense or I could go accuracy or HP. Actually, I've got 3 options here. I think what would be best? I actually think go defense. Do I? It's actually a really tough call because our accuracy is low, so I can see why he's doing that. Defense will make us last longer, but we've only got 2 defensive champions with really high base defense, and auras go off of base stats, not off of total stats. You know what? I think he's actually right. I think we stick as it was. Let's try it like this. So 8 million to beat. Let's see how we get on. So look, we're not speed tuned or anything like that. We're literally just trying to pump out abilities as quickly as we can. So with Kale, you basically want to put your poisons down as often as you can. Got his Relentless set on, so he's got another go. There we go, got a second poison off. I want to try and get attack down as often as I can on Jareg. Counter attacks go up on the Martyr. And then Drexar, we want to get his HP burn up again as often as we can. Resisted at that time. Oh no, it's gone on. So that's pretty much the way this comp is going to work. There's nothing kind of too crazy about it. Between all of the champs, we've got other utility that we can use later on in the fight. So we've got ally protection there on Jareg. I want to just kind of stack up as much poison as I can. I've got a second attack down here, but if Jareg misses, which he has been, that kind of gives me my attack down options. And I'll just try and pump the speed as much as I can, basically. So at this stage, I think I can throw it on auto, and because I know that the 8 million that WillyZ has got is from an auto run. And let's see how we get on. We are stacking up our debuffs quite nicely though, so I'm quite pleased with that. But yeah, it's about how long we can last really. So yeah, let's turn it. I'm going to cut out here and then sort of let you know how we're getting on near the end. So I think we're coming pretty close to the end. Done a good job throughout the fight of keeping poisons pretty well stacked, which is nice. So we should have some decent poison damage coming through and the HP burns. We're probably just dying a little bit early. What we in? Coming up for 6 minutes. That's purely gear. We just don't have strong enough gear at the moment. But you kind of need to beat brutal, and you need to beat some dungeons to be able to up gear. So I think we're on for a reasonable kind of overall damage compared to the 8 million we were doing before. You see here the two guys left standing, the two tanks, both defense based. Obviously, a defense based hero just has that benefit of being able to take the hits easier. You see those now, they're coming in pretty big. You shouldn't have done that, Marta. You should have got another hit in. See you later. So where are we gone? There you go, 12.29 million. So we've gained about 50% damage from where we were. Pretty happy with that. The sort of first crack, and that would be enough to 2-key Grandmaster chest. So yeah, nice. I think just scrape it anyway, or didn't. It was unlucky actually. So he was, because of his 8 million first key, he's kind of just out by a million or so. But nice. That gives us kind of good hope that the team comp is about the right shape. Get those couple of ascensions done. Get a Giant Slayer on Drexar, and all of a sudden that 12 million becomes more like probably 14 million, 1 key in. And at that stage, you're kind of only maybe one champ or so away from being able to then progress up again. So that's really good. The other thing which I needed to do, so that was priority 1. Priority 2 was to make Queen Eva into the farmer. And what I've done here is basically re-geared her, so I've got myself as close to 100% crit as I can. Crit damage up to 180. Forget speed, I don't care about speed for my farmer, I just wanted to hit hard. Push some attack in there. And the other stats, again, I'm not really worried about, to be honest. What I might do, see how much silver I got, I might just quickly roll this one up. Get the extra attack. Yeah, that's going to be my last roll. Going to roll this up to see if I can get maxed out an attack. And then we're going to take her into campaign and see if we can get, like a sub 15-second farm. I'm hoping actually she's the best farmer in the game with the right gear. I've never used it before, so I'm pretty certain that crit rate, crit damage, and attack is where I need to be, like any other of the sort of speed farmers. But I don't know the sort of percentages I need to hit to be able to, definitely get those one shots. So I'll be interested to see how I do against the final wave, because with experience with my Skull Crown, I cleared wave 1 and 2 very easily, and I kind of just struggled a little bit with the last wave with the one guy that is able to just take a bigger hit. What's his name? He's the one who lays all the bombs. I can't think his name, but you'll see him in a sec. Just throw her in, let's see how we do. 12 free brutal is always the kind of tester, if you like. So let's go in there and make sure we're not wasting it. Okay, let's do this. If you remember before, he had a Kale, and the Kale was about a 28, 29 second farmer. I've actually got a problem that she's actually too slow because this fella is going before her. So I actually do need a little bit more speed on her just to beat the guys that got no gear on. It's a bit crazy. So 15 seconds on that first one. I just need to find literally like 2 or 3 speed so that she goes before the rest of the ads. I'm just going to take this guy out and see if she's got... Oh, so she one-shot everything, which is the main thing. We need to see what speed I need to get her to stop this guy interrupting. And the game has crashed by the looks of it. I found this this tasty looking helmet in the inventory. I rolled it to 8, found that I've landed the right things on the rolls. It's got 4 speed on it, which I didn't have on the current helm, so just going to push this up to 12. It's a legendary piece, so actually I could push it to 16 and get something more, but this is pretty much as good as you can get for a campaign farmer in terms of 4 stats that you want. You know, you can't really get a dud roll here. How does that look compared to the one we're wearing? So we actually gain a bit of crit rate, lose a bit of crit damage, gain that speed, a little bit of attack. Perfect. Throw that on. It's not breaking any set bonuses. If you look here at my gear, I have not picked anything for a set bonus. All I've done is picked things for damage. Game is running super slow. Here we go. Pick things for damage. There's not a single set bonus in there. I wanted 100% crit rate. I wanted as much crit damage as I could get, and I wanted as much attack as I could get. So obviously, you know, in an ideal world, you've got set bonuses everywhere, but you really don't need it. You just need the right items. Oh, I see. It's just come over. New day. That's just why it's so slow. So let's try that again. See if this speed now gets us through the battle. I'm just going to check this guy's speed quickly anyway. 04, yeah. Should be good. So let's try again. Okay, so one shot. Beautiful. One shot. Beautiful. How are we going to do on this one? Perfect. 9-second farmer. Job done. So that is 2 kind of main tasks completed. I'm going to have a little look at dungeons and things as well, but I'm going to drop that off the video. So I think, yeah, come in, job done. Really happy with that. This has been Hellhades. Hope you enjoyed the video.